The split squat is a great single leg strengthening exercise. Always use a progression that allows you to maintain the proper positioning. Start off with as much assistance as needed. And you can elevate the target of the back knee to further regress. There are a lot of different variations for the split squat, so here's the main positioning points for each. The back leg is the main emphasis of this movement. Think about bending the back knee so that the leg reaches 90 degrees, and then straighten out the leg by squeezing the glute and the quad. The angle and the bend of the front knee should follow naturally with the bend of the back knee. Make sure it's not too far forward. And at the bottom, the knee of the front leg should be directly over the shoelace or directly over the back of the foot. Always try to be in control and prevent that back knee from slamming up against the ground. You always want to try to prevent the back knee from touching the ground, but it might be smart to add some padding just in case that back knee does happen to slightly touch. Both feet should be pointed straight at all times, and as you go down, prevent the front knee from caving in. Instead, try to get it to track in line with the toes the entire time. The back foot should also be pointed forward with the heel pointed out or at least straight back, and you should rotate that back hip in. If you have too narrow of a base, it's going to be really hard to keep your balance, so widening the base might help you keep your balance. It's very important that the shoulders track directly over the hips the entire time and that your torso stays tall throughout the entire movement. At the top, the front and the back leg should straighten out at the same time. You can perform this exercise with the rear foot elevated or with the front foot elevated about 3 to 4 inches off the ground. With the high box variation, the foot is going to be elevated anywhere from 6 to 12 inches off the ground, and the goal is to take a step back and to try to cover as much of the hamstring to the calf as possible, trying to keep the back knee as close to the platform as possible, and then keeping a tall torso on the way up. With both the drop variation and the reverse walking variation, the goal is to push off the front leg hard enough so that both feet meet at the same distance while maintaining a tall torso.